version of shout out to Sumner and Ben. I was in their live earlier this morning, and they said, what would happen if Chris wore a bow tie? I thought, you know what? Let's wear a bow tie tonight. Why? Why not? Let's do bow tie. So we got the bow tie, and without them knowing, I said white or blue, and I said just pick, okay? And they said blue. They didn't know what they were picking, and I found a coat to match it, and here we are, wham bam. So thank you everyone for joining in. I'm waiting to see the few people come through, but tonight we have a very, very special lineup with. Do you ever have ads pop up on your computer and you go, why is that on my screen? I promise I have no search history that even remotely would reflect. Thank you so much for that, Jim. Hey, it's the singing dog gentleman, right? It's the singing dog gentleman. Like, were you promised that you don't have anything in your search history? Who is Jim B? Well, he'll probably answer that when he comes in. He's an important gentleman, I can tell you that, though. He knows a couple of things about Meet Me. I can say that, right? But that's not all that's happening. It's not just community updates today. Let me go to my notes pad. There we go, handy dandy. Tonight on the show, we have Kenny Lee Young as our first guest. If you have not seen Kenny Lee, he's our first up tonight. He participated in the Meet Me Live concert series for the Live Aid. Thanks for putting that on. That was a fantastic time. If any of you missed it, this is an opportunity to get a glimpse into the masterful presentation of a Kenny Lee performance. All right? This guy knows what he's doing. We're talking multiple camera angles. He's got a producer on staff. They go live from a studio. It's insane. We also have Max on tonight, who is a break-dancing madman. He's been featured on reality television, and now he's making waves over here on Meet Me. Really excited for y'all to meet him and have a conversation with him. And then lastly, we also have Scott, who I don't want to allude to too many things, but he's not a pirate. He's not on a pirate ship. But his story does involve something. I don't want to give it away. You have to see Scott. He's our last guest up tonight, but definitely not the least. He has an incredible story. I'll put this. He's one of, I believe, 33 people in the world with this. He's one of 33 people, I believe, in the entire world with this particular condition. So stay tuned for that. Surprises throughout. On that note, let's go ahead and get cracking into app announcements, right? So those are guests this week. As you see in the banner, we have another contest going on. It is the June Welcome Week contest. You know the drill. You guys are good at this by now. Pays out the top 16. First place taking home a cool 800,000 diamonds. That's no joke. 800,000 diamonds is serious business. Then paying down all the way to 16th place at 40K, which is still some serious business, right? I keeps diminishing the light. Anyway, what else do we have? So we have the June Welcome Week contest. Also, there's other shows that I haven't shouted out in a long time. I want to make sure that they're back on your radar. Other shows, quickly. You got Painting Night with Mia at Monday. Tag Monday, everyone. It's not feeling the love. Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She gets her paint on, takes your suggestions, creates these beautiful artworks. Go and check her out, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you got the Get Fit with Allie and Ashley, who are working out from home. Because finding that motivation to get up and do something, it can be tough working at home. You get your rhythm thrown off. It's been a few months now. The excuses they've got to go. But Allie and Ashley are here to help you. So make sure you check them out. That's every Tuesday at 10. And then Wednesdays, you're here right now, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Suit it up. You know the drill. Talent Team Thursday. The Talent Team comes on. That's Thursdays at 3. They give you app updates. It's a weekly check-in. Make sure you pay them a visit. Show them some love. Give them a hello. Maybe shout out somebody. I don't know. Gorgator is also on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's with Carmen Sandiego. If you're curious about any of these, make sure that you're checking the top banner, everyone. That's where you can get all the information on what these shows consist of, the scheduled time, all that good stuff. And then last, but definitely not least, the one, the only, Miss Holly herself goes live Saturdays for Holly's theme stream. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so before we bring Jim B on, those are the announcements, the general community announcements that I'll be covering. We have one more announcement. That's with a familiar face to some of you. He goes by the name Jacob, and he's here to give you some updates about another platform within the Meet Group family, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the guy who can't pause his music on time now. But the guy in the box, his name is Jacob.
Hey guys, how are you? What's up?
I'm doing well. I'm doing really well.
I see Casper in here, so it's nice to see a familiar face. Hey guys, what's going on?
Yes. Jake, you're right. You are a familiar face, but not to everyone here. You've been a busy guy. You've been doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Just real quick, can you just throw out who you are and how you have some relation to Meet Me?
Yes. So I actually started streaming on Meet Me about a couple of years ago. I would say almost 2.5 years ago. I did that for a couple months, and I got the opportunity to start recruiting for Meet Me. I got the chance to meet Chris, and that's how Chris kind of got here as well. And probably a lot of familiar faces on the app. You'll see I've either worked with hands-on or I've met many people. But anyways, I got the chance to take an app on. It's called Growler, and so right now I'm working over there full time as a independent consultant over there, and also I see Trekker in there. Trekker's one of my guys over on Growler. He's been live streaming for me, and
well, let's touch on that, because you kind of just gave a little spoiler alert here. That's what you're here to talk. That's what you're here to talk about, Jake. Why are we talking about Growler today? What's important about Growler today?
So Growler is actually one of the Meet Me apps. It's kind of just like Meet Me. It's just like Luvu. It's just like Scout, Tagged, and many others. We are a gay bear community. We also have like twinks. We have otters. We have people on the DL. But not only that, over on Growler, there's so many people that just like are wanting to perform. They are putting on their own shows. Like these people have been literally just surprising me day by day. Jacob with no makeup, yes. But we have a huge community over there, and it's for the LGBTQ plus. And so if any of you guys are ever wanting to check Growler out, make sure to go check it out. Tell your friends about it. And we're building the community on there the best way we know how to. And like awesome. I always say, this ain't our first rodeo, so it's up and coming for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely some cool features coming that are under the hood still in development. But if you identify as a person who's just interested, whatever spectrum of the rainbow that you fall, I downloaded the app myself just to check it out. I love the Meet Group. I love seeing their platforms. And when I signed up, it talked about otters, and I'm like, I'm in. I found out my interpretation of otter is totally different than what your interpretation of otter. But I'll let you know that I love otters. They're very cute. They do the thing with their belly, and I can support a platform that.
I mean, Chris, you probably, in reality, you might be actually an otter in real life.
Well, if you want to learn more about that, Jake, what can they do to contact you if they want to check out Growler? What do they need to do?
Yeah, I'm going to type my Instagram here in the chat, but also, guys, it's in my bio as well. So if you guys ever have any questions at all, please make sure to message me. Make sure to, my email's on there as well. So if you can't get a hold of me on Instagram, which I don't see why you wouldn't, my email's on there as well. It's Jacob@themeetgroup. Just send me an email, ask me any kind of question that you would like. And also I hope to see you guys on the app and give it a go.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Jake, for the update. And I look forward to many great live streams over there. All right.
Yes. I hope to see you guys some live later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, Jake, for the update. In case you just came in, welcome to Suited Up. At this point, we've got Jim B rolling in. But this is a weekly show that we do, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's an interview-style show where we talk to influencers, up-and-comers, not specific to just Meet Me. We have people come on from all different platforms. So make sure you keep up to date on Instagram of who we have coming on. But the reason I can guarantee that you're here right now is the true man of the hour, the one and the only, ladies and gentlemen, the boss man himself, Jim B is in the building.
What's up, Chris?
Hello, how's it going, Jim?
Good. How we doing, everybody? Nice to see everybody out there. It's been a while. How are things going?
It's good. I think the last time you formally were on the show was the 1 year anniversary of Suited Up.
Is that? I think you're right. Yeah, I mean, 'cause we
When
haven't
you won
done
the
anything.
boxing. You've
Well, it's
come by all
definitely
the
been since
time.
quarantine. So yeah, I think you're right. I think that's it.
Mhm.
Supposed
Yeah.
to- yeah.
And that was Meet Me History because we pulled a bait and switch there.
That was a good show. I really enjoyed that. We'll have to see what we do for the 2 year, but I enjoyed fleeing Chris for a night. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
So Jim, we're here. You come on, and anytime you come on, we know there's big news and there's things happening.
Yeah, it's interesting. I got two things, and it's not, neither of them really are announcements, but first off, there's a competition tonight for the best background, and I think I'm going to win. If you notice, there's a bunch of boxes behind me with a bunch of names on them. I think some of you might be in the room here. These will be shipping out this week, if you know what might be in those, guys. I might be sporting one just to get the crowd going too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon returns. No, Frank, the varsity jackets are here. Yep, I had Frank over there. We'll ship those out this week. When I think back, that was one of my favorite contests. People were streaming 24 hours. We had a couple go down to the wire. We had some big numbers. It was a lot of fun. We got 33 of these guys going out now, and it gave us some good ideas to do other things like that. So we have some really cool custom gear coming. I told Turk I was going to wear his jacket for this stream, but I left it in the box, Turk, so it's coming to you fresh.
You'll bless the jacket with some Jim B.
Right. No, see, he's telling me to do it. You're boxed up, Turk. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Very good.
I can't fit into his schmedium anyway, I don't think,
Did you just medium?
He's definitely medium size. Yeah, right. He's much medium. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, Renee, a lot of you guys are in here. Your jackets are coming this week or so. You'll see them in the mail. Can't wait to see you guys get them. It's been one thing this quarantine's done is we haven't been able to ship things really. The hoodies and top streamer kits and just swag in general has pretty much been shut off. But we're trying to fix that, and we got some ideas, and I want to make sure these get out as soon as we got them. So they're on their way.
Sure. Yeah.
So that's number one. That was the first thing. I don't know. That was the first thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, Jim, I think right now is a good time too. Just while you're in the box, there's a lot of rumors that circulate on Meet Me. People talk about people being related to one another.
Yeah.
I've even heard streamers. I've heard that I worked for Meet Me before. I think while you're here, having an actual Meet Me official and admin, just to clear the air on all of the rumors and things that are not true, I think it does a lot of good for the community. So while you're here, if you could just address some of those things.
Sure, that's fair. And there are so many rumors out there. I'm involved in some. I'm related to people as well, or all kinds of people work for the app. And up to this point, none of those have ever been true, right? I don't think there's any of those rumors that really circulate out there that were true. Tonight, there is a rumor that's true, Chris.
Jim.
There is. So I want to set up that rumor so everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
One thing that's been happening on the app, there's been more shows, and the Battle Royale itself was kind of an event. We didn't have a host. We could have possibly had a host for that. So we started thinking it would make a lot of sense to have one person coordinate and manage those. So there's always been this rumor that Chris works for the app. Well, I'm here to say in front of all of you to congratulate Chris that as of yesterday, Chris now works for Meet Me as our director of video content. Chris, thanks for all that you've done with the show and what you've done for our events. You've done a lot of cool things. It's great to have you on the team. I just want to welcome you officially to the Meet Group.
I'm super excited. And so we didn't call this just to be excited and say, hey, Chris, congratulations, which I definitely appreciate. But it's important, I think, to add some context around what's actually happening with the role, how I'll still be involved with the community, and address just a couple high-level concerns that will probably be reoccurring. So, Jim, if you can just talk about and elaborate a little bit more about why I have involvement and where it fits in.
Sure, and that is good. And I did want to publicly congratulate everyone. It's how do we announce this? There's no better vehicle on the app than to show that I think people know where to come to hear what's going on in the app. So, again, Chris, on behalf of me, and I see it in all the comments, congrats. We're thrilled.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's a good point. What does it mean, and what will Chris do that's any different? And first and most important is nothing will change as the way it is as Chris is related and involved in the community. He's still going to focus on shows. He's not what you think of as a typical admin. He'll still be streaming. He'll engage with all of you. He'll do all the cool things that he still does. So to those who aren't even here tonight, if you saw him next week, you would have no idea that he works for the app. He will support all the shows. There's banners, promotions, getting people on, coming up with ideas. He'll be involved in all of that. He'll also be a resource. A lot of you guys have show ideas. He will put together a program where if you have an idea, it's super competitive. A lot of people want to do different things, but if you want to come up with a show, Chris is the guy you're going to go to help you to have that come about. And then again, at our events, I think one of the cool things you do is host some of the events we do, the Wall of Fame and what we do, the playlist party. He will continue to do all of those things. So as I think of it, a lot of your role doesn't change, Chris. I also think it's important to say what you don't do, because there are some things that you won't do that people may think because you work for the company you do.
Thanks.
First, Chris will not be giving out top badges. That is the first thing. So you don't have an inside track with Chris. He will not be running ModBot either. Obviously, we all want to keep the site clean and safe, but Chris is not going to take over ModBot, so he won't be out looking to ban people like ModBot does, or looking for trouble. What else? His involvement in the community won't change, and that's the one thing I say that is for the good thing. One thing, Chris, that is bad news, and I can let everyone else know, you can't cash out anymore. If you work for the company, you can't cash out. So if you give Chris, it's probably going to come back to you. I guess that's how I would think of that. But that's really the things when I think about it. He's on the staff here to promote shows and promote the content that we have, but he's not here to really be an admin in a typical sense. It's a very different role, and it's important, I think, that you remain doing this show and involved in the community and supporting everyone like you do.
Yeah, and you basically hit it right on the head. Alluded to what I think is one of the most exciting parts of all this is that there's new show content coming to the app, and the season structure. Just if we can give a little bit of a hint as to the future of shows, how they currently exist on the platform, what people can look forward to.
It
was just a little bit of a delay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's important. I think we do want to think of shows. We get a lot of requests for lots of new shows. We want to have seasons. So you might see a show for 10 episodes, and then we'll move on to other shows. And that's what, Chris, you'll do. And we look forward to work with you. You and I have had a lot of good conversations, both before this. This goes back to a couple nights, I think even in December, some late phone calls about some ideas you might have had and how this could work. And we've thought about this. You're the perfect guy to do it. And I look forward to really all the shows we'll be building out. Live Aid, was a good example of something we did that was different. And I think the way that you interacted with the musicians was really cool, and there'll be more of those.
Awesome. Well, Jim, thank you so much for talking about it. Anything else you want to touch on or go over? Growler, I know Jacob said some things. I don't know if there's anything else, though, that you'd like to talk about.
No, just one more peek. Where's Turk? I don't know if we'll make sure shipping works okay for him there, but we'll get those out. Look forward to seeing everybody in those. Again, we'll have more contests for the jacket. I know this was a cool one. We've got some other gear we can take over. Chris, good to see you. Everyone, good to see you, Chris.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right.
Much love. Thank you. All right. Well, there you have it, everybody. Now all the times that you cracked the jokes and you said the things, because that's one of the things I get most often. It's true now. If you have show content or ideas, that is something that I'm definitely interested in hearing. Please reach out to me. Please let me know. I want to formally just one more time say thank you to the Meet Group. They've been nothing but fantastic and set the bar so high just as to what people can hope for and dream of and achieve. And this is, I can't think of something to be more blessed or thankful or grateful for. And so thank you so much to all of you in the community who have helped support the show content, help support Proof of Concept, and been around for my regular streams. My relationship with all of you will not change. My streaming will not change. That's something we really want to emphasize, is that I will still be here live streaming. I will still be part of the community. And please don't think of me as like the police, but as an ally, as someone who is a liaison, who's involved in the community and can bring attention to things that are talked about. Because I'll be in here, so to speak, not the trenches, but the community, right, with you. So much love. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in. Now we've got a show to do. So our first guest tonight is a familiar face on the Meet Me platform. He is a talented musician hailing